Hi, I'm Madi, and I love to buy and try makeup and any beauty products in general. I have 6 months worth of empties here, and I decided this year that I'm going to start collecting my beauty trash to share my thoughts with you. And then, of course, you get really good opinions of what a product is truly like once you have used it up fully. My dogs, I'm sorry, I might be able to cut out some of their barking, but I've been messing around for an hour getting my lighting set up because my ring light broke, and there is a buzzard outside that my dogs are barking at because we have chickens and they take their job of protecting the chickens very seriously. Put a little video and picture here to share with you, but I don't want to wait anymore, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. I want to get rid of this trash. Okay, so I'm gonna start with boring, and then I'll put chapters to get to the exciting part at the end of makeup. So we're gonna start with, well, I guess it's not all like boring, but least exciting for me, I guess I should say I've just started using dry shampoo recently. Our water heater has been broken, and so I try to every now and then skip a day of washing my hair because it's super cold, or I have to warm up water to wash my hair, which I like to wash my hair every day, but sometimes I don't want to go through the trouble, so I just do a dry shampoo for my hair for the day and I just wash my body. But anyway, long story short, I know this is what you want to see. So the Perk Up Ultra Oil Controlled Dry Shampoo. Like I said, I was new to dry shampoo. There's still a little bit left in this, like I feel like maybe this much, but it's not spraying out anymore. You have to shake and spray to get any out, and I just didn't like that. It also is super potent, I guess is the word I'm looking for. It does really get rid of those oils, which then leaves the powdery white stuff, and it's hard to get rid of it and rub it in. So anyway, I have since bought a couple of other dry shampoos, and since I'm new to the dry shampoo world, the newer ones I'm liking more because they're not as potent. It's easier to get rid of the powderiness, but anyway, my oldest son also has pretty oily hair, so he's been using the dry shampoo along with me, and we both used this. So anyway, there's that. Oh, before I move on, I am loving this Huda Beauty lip contour stain in cherry red. That's what I have on my lips today. And I am doing wear tests. This is the second day of a wear test I'm doing with it. I like it so much that I've ordered 3 other shades. And right now it's like if you spend $75 in Sephora, you get 500 points. So great deal. The next hair empty I have is this Dae Signature Shampoo. I really like the scent of it, and I enjoy the conditioner. That's what I'm using right now. I'm considering maybe trying the clarifying one, but I did like the shampoo. It's not super clarifying, and I'm trying some others right now because, like I said, I do have oily skin and then oily scalp, so I prefer a clarifying shampoo. So I might buy this again in the future, but yeah, great scent, great formula. Next hair empty I have is this Gisou, I think is how you say it, Honey Gloss Ceramide Therapy Hair Mask. I really liked the scent of it, and the texture was really nice. I loved it as a hair mask, but even as just a daily conditioner, like if you just put a smaller amount, my son and I both really liked it. So that's it for hair empties. I'm going to move on to body empties. So this body wash is called Blind Barber Lemongrass Tea Body Wash, and I believe it's a K-beauty brand, but the scent was really, really good and fresh and clean. Like, I really enjoyed it, and foamed up really nicely. It has a lot of natural ingredients and whatnot, and it's responsibly developed. So yeah, I really liked it. I am actually using a bar soap now. Dr. Squatch had some SpongeBob soaps, and I loved the Patrick and the SpongeBob scent, so that's what we're using right now. But yeah, this was good. I would consider repurchasing it actually. But it was like 20 bucks, so you know, I'd probably get it on sale. But next body empty I have is this Cerave Moisturizing Cream. I love any Cerave product. Every and anything Cerave I've tried, I've always loved it. I just used it as like a really nourishing hand cream, or if my body was feeling really dry, this is what I was using. Then I bought this Onyx Coconut Bliss Hydrating Body Lotion and Serum Duo made with ceramide, NP, and coconut oil. And this I bought at Walmart during Christmas. It was a newer line that I saw, and I bought like a few different items from this brand to give away as Christmas gifts and then to try for myself. It says it's a lotion and serum. Finally, I've lured my dogs in with some treats, so hopefully the barking will stop. They're just doing their job, but it's quite distracting. I know, so sorry. Anyway, so this body lotion, it has serum in it, and it has a velvety swirled layer of hydration enriched with nourishing ceramide NP, niacinamide, shea butter, almond oil, macadamia oil, and coconut oil. And I really liked it. It did have like this cool swirly thing in the inside. You could see it when it was full. And then I like the little shape of this. And then you can see there's a little tiny bit coming out, but sometimes now just the serum or just the lotion comes out. And so I'm calling it done. But I really liked it. I would say it's like a medium weight lotion. I would actually consider repurchasing it. The scent was light and I guess like a fresh kind of scent, like clean and fresh. I enjoyed it. I think it was like only $5 or $6. So yeah. Oh, coconut and vanilla scent. It's called Coconut Bliss, but yeah, good stuff. The next empties I have here are two of the Sol de Janeiro lotions. I've got the Bright Cream and the Boom Boom Cream. This is Cherryosa 40 fragrance with fruit AHAs and vitamin C for smoothing. This one is Cherryosa 62 caffeine rich with guarana extract. I loved both of them. Just depending on my mood, I would use one or the other. And I mean, it is expensive, but like if you get it in a set or gift with purchase, or when they have the Sephora sale and stuff, this is like an elevated luxurious oh my gosh, luxurious experience. I don't know why I couldn't say that, so sorry. But yeah, really like these. Definitely would repurchase. And then we can move on to skincare. So first I have this Lancome Cream Radiance cleanser. Really liked it. It's for normal to combination skin. It did really foam up nicely, and it was very thick and creamy. I wonder if I can get out a tiny bit, because there's still, if I squeeze it, I think I can. It was kind of perfumey, but you can see like the texture, super thick. I really enjoyed that, because I felt like it did a great job getting off my makeup. I typically use Cerave. The foaming cleanser is my favorite. That's what I usually use. And I do wear makeup every single day. I make up the full glam look every day. And so I, every day in the shower, take off my makeup with a really thick, foamy face wash. So this was good. I would consider repurchasing this. I did really enjoy it. But I wouldn't buy it unless it was on sale because it is pricey. It came with a gift set that I bought at Christmas time. And I really enjoyed it. Then I have this Equate oil-free eye makeup remover. It's a dupe of the Neutrogena. I prefer the Neutrogena over this one, so wouldn't repurchase. This Beauty Bliss Micellar cleansing water. Every day after washing my face, and then before I do my skincare, I use a micellar water with a cotton pad to get all the remnants of makeup off. This wasn't the best micellar water. I would not repurchase. It was a Ross find, just impulse purchase because I needed a new one, and I was disappointed. I usually use the Garnier Rose Water one, but I think I'm going to try the Bioderma one next. I'm almost out. I have it in this spray bottle, and you can see like I barely have any left. So love that, or love that spritzer. Don't love the micellar water. Then I used up this moisturizing rich cream with Triceramide Complex Bakuchiol and Shea Extract by Byoma. And bakuchiol is an alternative to retinol if you're sensitive to retinol. So what I did is started with this because I wanted to move on to retinol. I started with this, and now I'm using this Cerave Resurfacing Retinol Serum. I know this is not an empty, but I wanted to show you the purpose. So this was a good start off to then go on to Cerave Retinol, so that I'm like slowly building up to use stronger and stronger retinol products. I liked it. I would recommend it. It did good for my skin. Everything Byoma I've tried I've really liked, so yeah, I liked it a lot. This Mario Badescu facial spray with aloe, herbs, and rose water. It's a good, fresh, clean kind of scent, and just as like skincare. I didn't use it as like a setting or refreshing spray, but just as like a first step before lotions and all that kind of stuff on my face. I liked repurchasing this in the past, but I've since tried others that I like better, so would not repurchase, but it's not a bad product, and the price is good. I didn't mention Byoma. Their prices are really good. They sell it, I think, on Amazon, and then Ulta and Target. It's a K-beauty brand that is pretty fabulous. This Tir Tir SOS Serum, I finished it, and I loved this stuff. Like, really, really loved it. It's super plumping and nourishing on the skin. And then I had a lot of other things to get through, but I loved it so much that I couldn't wait, and I did buy another. It's called the Tir Tir SOS Serum Refreshing Skin Anti-Wrinkle Moisturizing. It's a hydrating serum that contains polyglutamic acid, which has an excellent moisturizing effect for healthy looking skin. So after a toner, you put this on. So I bought the Byoma Milky Toner, which has polyglutamic acid as well, and I feel like that's why it's so plumping and nourishing. I do keep this in my fridge to give me a better experience overall, but you can see that it does kind of plump up the skin. The texture is not watery. It's a little bit thicker than watery, and then I feel like it kind of gives your skin a really nourished, plumpy kind of look, and your skin just feels like juiced up and looks bouncy. It's sort of like the Byoma Milky Toner, but thicker. So I feel like it doubles it and seals it in. Love this stuff. Like, I honestly, like, I probably won't. I do have other serums that I need to go through, but I think I'm just going to stick with this one from now on and not try other serums seriously, even though I love trying different things, because I just love it that much. It's Very good. Wears well under makeup, so I use it morning and night. Really like it. Next, I have this Lancome Peptide Cream. It came in the Christmas kit that I bought. I mean, it was good. The scent was very perfumey. I would not repurchase. I would use it, I guess, if it came in a set, but yeah, no, not my favorite. Then I used up this little Tatcha water cream. I really liked it. I like the way it wears underneath makeup. I would consider repurchasing this. I like this product a lot, but I do have other face creams that I need to get through. So, the Charlotte Tilbury, I'm sorry, I always do that because my mom calls it that. Charlotte Tilbury, my apologies. Magic Cream. It was very nourishing, thick, and then it has a nice fresh scent to it. Personally, I like scented products, but I know not everybody does. It was very thick, and I don't like it under makeup, but as a nighttime thick moisturizer, it was pretty good. I would consider repurchasing it, I guess. Well, no, I would not. It's expensive, and it's just thicker than I would prefer, and I've since found a really great facial moisturizer. So this is the Lawless Forget the Filler Skin Plumping Line Smoothing Perfecting Cream. It said it was hydrating, plumping, and smoothing. I mean, yeah, I guess I agree with that. It also had like a very light fresh scent. It was good, wore well under makeup. The texture, I would say, was between a light and a medium texture. I did like it. So if you're like a Lawless fan and you are curious about trying their moisturizer, go for it. It's good. I would not repurchase it because I want to try others. And then, like I said, I have one that's top tier right now that I want to repurchase probably instead. But yeah, this was good. I used up this Peter Thomas Roth Pumpkin Enzyme Mask, Enzymatic Dermal Resurfacer 3-in-1 Intensive Skin Resurfacer Mask that exfoliates with pumpkin enzyme, peels with alpha hydroxy acid, polishes with aluminum oxide, helps reveal skin that looks smoother, younger, radiant, and revitalized. I would not repurchase this. This feels like it heats up or something and kind of burned to have it on, and is very messy. So I did not enjoy that. I bought like a set of 4 of these and it was on sale. But no, I would not repurchase that. Did not enjoy it. No. I have one, I don't know what you'd call this. Hygiene empty, I guess. The Touchland Power Mist in Berry Bliss. It smelled really nice. I really love these sanitizers. I keep them out in my house, and then it's really good for the purse. I love the shape of it for my purse. I've tried a few scents. I think I've tried 4 different scents, and I've liked all of them. Just a really good quality sanitizer. I prefer this over, I used to use the Bath & Body Works little gel sanitizer. Every now and then, though, I feel like that leaves a little bit of a film. So this one is really lightweight and absorbs or dissipates. So I prefer this, actually. Then I have one nail empty. It's not technically empty, but it's very goopy. My mom gave me this OPI polish, and I just used it, and it's goopy now. So I'm not going to refresh it because I have other polishes, and I use glitter quite often, as you can see. I prefer actually I think the brand I'm liking is Sally Hansen. It's the Instant Dry. They're like $4 or $5, I believe, and I really like that it dries down quickly, and they have a bunch of different colored glitters. So yeah, I would not repurchase this, but it was a good glitter. All right. I think now we can get to the makeup empties. Exciting. Okay. I used up a lot of setting sprays. We'll start there because that's like the least exciting out of all the makeup, I guess, for me. This is the Morphe Mini Continuous Setting Mist. The sprayer got like clogged. Oh, now it's working. But I'm still getting rid of it, okay? It got clogged and it was squirting out like in a straight line. I used it and one morning it like ruined my makeup. Messed it up. I was so upset. So I will not repurchase this. I did like the sprayer until I didn't like it. So gone. But it worked well, I guess. And there was a light scent, but would not repurchase. I used up the Anastasia Impeccable Setting Spray. I didn't feel like it did much. I mean, I guess it prolonged the wear of the makeup, but I didn't notice like a difference in my makeup. So. The MAC Fix Plus Stay Over Alcohol Free Long Lasting Setting Spray. I found this at Marshall's or something, and I loved the bottle. I thought it was really cute. It worked really well. It was originally pricey, but because I got it at Ross or wherever, it was a lot cheaper. You can find good setting sprays for less money, and I wouldn't say this is like my favorite, but it did the job. I'm actually probably gonna save this container and pour. Ooh, I don't know which sprayer I liked better though. Well, I'll show you in just a second actually. Okay. I had the Tir Tir Mask Fit Makeup Fixer. It says it's long-lasting blurring effect and moist finish. I mean, I guess I would prefer like this one, Milani Make It Last, over this. But it was nice to try something different. And I really liked the packaging. The sprayer, I think I really liked. Oh yeah, there's like a tiny bit. But yeah, I liked the sprayer. So yeah, it's good, and it does help your makeup last. So I think it was a good purchase. I would consider repurchasing, I suppose, but I like the Milani over this one. I don't think I like the Milani sprayer over that though. Yeah, no, see that? Nah. But I think I'll use this one to refill with sprayers. Yeah, because this one, not the best sprayer. This one had a really good, oh yeah, see that? So yeah, I think I'm gonna save this bottle to be like my good sprayer for spray bottles that suck. Because like right now, I'm liking this Kimchi Stage Proof Matte Setting Spray, but I hate the spritzer. Look at this. It's just like, ugh, it's cheapy, and it's kind of harsh. I don't like it. I like the product, but not the spritzer, so I'm gonna pour this into this. Okay. Then I used up the Wet n Wild Matte Finish Focus Setting Spray. This was okay. Excuse my rooster, so sorry. I think he's upset because our other rooster's in the house right now. But anyway, okay. So this one was good, not great. The spritzer sucked, and it's, I mean, a cheap setting spray if you want to get a good deal. But I would prefer to just spend a little bit more and get the Milani one. I really, really enjoy the Milani one a lot. This is a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury Air Flash spray, I think is what you call it. That Charlotte Tilbury one is extremely good, but I truly feel like this is a great dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury one. And so I would prefer to buy this one over the Charlotte Tilbury because the price is better. My ultimate favorite setting spray though is this One Size Until Dawn setting spray. I've heard that it can be drying on the skin, but I haven't used it in like days in a row to see if it does dry out the skin. because I just love this so much. I treat it like my holy grail luxury. I only use this if I'm like, oh my gosh, I really, really, really want my makeup to last and look great all day long. That's when I use this, because I have other setting sprays, but I think once I get through my setting sprays, I'm gonna try using just this every day, and if it doesn't dry out my face, this is the only setting spray that I'm gonna buy. Like, I'm gonna stop messing around trying other setting sprays and just use this one because this is the best setting spray. I have tried the L'Oreal one that's supposed to be a dupe, but I did not like that one because it left my face feeling sticky. I've saved it to use it as a hairspray instead, and it works well as a hairspray. So, but this one, oh, love it. I love the sprayer. I love the finish. You do have to hold your breath as you apply it, but that's not a big deal to me. This is my holy grail right here. This one. As long as it doesn't dry me out, I'll let y'all know. Okay. Next, I have this Tir Tir foundation in 24N Latte. It was a little dark for me, but I really liked the finish of it. It wasn't drying, and that's because I used it when it was colder outside, which my skin gets drier in the colder months. I would like to try this in the summer months, but I have a ton of other foundations. I would repurchase this though. It was a good product. I didn't use the cushion that it came with. I used my beauty blender, or fake beauty blender, the Pawpaw sponge. That's what I use for all my makeup every single day. Well, not all my makeup, but my base. And this is perfect for dipping in. I really liked it. I would repurchase. Next, I have the Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Foundation Powder. I didn't use it as a foundation. I used it to set my makeup or to touch up during the day. This is a really, really beautiful smoothing powder. The texture of it is beautifully soft and creamy. The finish is great. I feel like this is better than the Natasha Denona High Glam, or close to how much, like, the quality of that product, and that one's like $55. I think this was $14.99. Super great powder. I have quite a few other powders I need to get through, but I actually probably will repurchase this once I get through my million powders. I liked it that much. I finished the Too Faced Born This Way Soft Blur Flexible Finish Setting Powder. I adore the packaging. I would consider repurchasing it if it were like on sale, because it's kind of pricey and I go through a lot of powder. I'm an oily skin girly, so I touch up a lot during the day, and then I use powders to fix mistakes or set makeup. I prefer loose powders, but on the go I prefer pressed. I got this in the shade medium. I think light might be a better shade for me, but the compact is so adorable, and so I might just try putting a different powder into this compact because it also has a mirror. And right now the compact I have in my purse doesn't have a mirror, and I'm missing it. I don't like having to pull out a separate mirror, a separate compact, and then a separate poof sponge thing. So yeah, I might try to repress a powder into this compact because it's just so cute. Okay. Now I have two lipsticks that dried out. I've heard Flower Beauty is going away, which makes me sad. That's a great brand, so that's sad. But these were really great. The Flower Beauty, what were they called? Perfect Pout Soft Matte Lip Color. And this is in the shade Salsa. Their stuff is like on mega sale right now since the company's going down. I've had these for like over 2 years anyway, so I'm not, that upset. But if the brand were continuing and I didn't always want to try a 500 lippies, I would repurchase. And this bottom color was called Blush. They're both insanely beautiful, and I feel like they would probably make a good cream blush formula as well. Look, I'm sharing them out for you. Beautiful. They're so beautiful. The texture is really nice. They do kind of set down, but not so much that it's going to dry your lips out. The shape of the doe foot is really nice and easy to be precise. So great quality product. And the component is glass, which feels really luxe. So yeah, I really enjoyed these, but I have to say goodbye to them now. Next I have this Anastasia Dusty Rose Satin Lipstick and Laura Geller Modern Classic Cream Lipstick in Pink Passion. I pulled these out of the tubes and melted them together to refill a YSL lipstick because I liked the packaging. I didn't really have an attachment to the packaging of these, and then the colors on their own I wasn't the best fan of, so I thought mixing them together would be good, and it was pretty good. I like it. So yeah, I have these mixed in, so I guess it's technically not an empty, but the package is empty. All right, next I will show you all my brow empties, and we'll start with the e.l.f. Ultra Precise Brow Pencil in the shade Neutral Brown, I think is what I get, or Ash Brown. What is it? Neutral Brown. This was my go-to pencil for a long time. I think I've gone through 2 others, but didn't save the packaging. Oh, here's one more. Super great brow pencil. Very fine tip. It's like a tiny bit left in this one. No, it's not coming off. I like that it had a spoolie. I like the tip of it. The formula isn't super creamy. It's a little more dry, so it's easier to control. I really like this pencil, and the price is great. So I would recommend these, would repurchase, but I've been playing with brow pens actually lately, and I've been liking them. I was scared forever to try the brow pens, which I don't know why I was scared, but I was scared. So first I know I'm going on a tangent again, sorry, but I just want to share this information with you. So I bought the NYX Lift and Snatch pen in Ash Brown, and you would think that looking at it on my hand, you wouldn't think that it would look that dark, but it does. And so I didn't like it for the color. I did like the texture of it and how thin the brow strokes were, but I decided to try the L'Oreal Faux Brow with the 2 far apart prongs, which I thought was kind of cool, and I wanted to try it. So yeah, I ended up getting this one in the shade Light Brunette. The first day that I used it, I didn't like it color-wise because it's a little warm. I don't like to add warmth to my brows. I like cool tone brows. But today I used it for the second time. I don't know if you can see them, but I liked it so much. And the next Get Ready With Me, I would use that, but I really like it now. And then I use a colored brow gel on top, and that one's really cool tone. So together it's the perfect shade. I really like the texture, the shape of the little prongs. Super cool product, very good product, long lasting, looks natural, easy to use. Okay, tangent over, back to empties. I used the Maybelline Express Brow and the Ultra Slim pencil, and I liked that it had this. It was creamier than the e.l.f., so I would not repurchase this. Then I had the Benefit Precisely My Brow. I got it on sale, and it was part of a kit, I think. The 24-hour brow setter. This was the clear one. I mean, I liked them, but they're pricey, and I feel like the drugstore has a ton of good brow products, so probably would not repurchase, but they were good products. That's it for brows. Now I'm going to show you my liners. I had this Dolly Parton black eyeliner. It kept breaking once I was sharpening, and I have purchased very good sharpeners, new sharpeners. and it kept breaking, so I just decided to call it done. I liked it though. It was creamy and then it set down. It was a good liner. I don't know if it was like just this liner or if it's all of them. I would consider repurchasing actually to try again. I think it was only like $18 or something like that. And then you can probably find a sale. So I did like it until it started breaking on me. This is the Essence Long Lasting Eye Pencil Retractable and Hot Chocolate. I liked it, but only if I wanted a softer brown. I usually like a darker, like today I'm using a darker chocolatey brown, but Essence makes really fantastic eyeliners. Tati sings their praises all the time, and so I really enjoy it. It's a great eyeliner. I would repurchase and have repurchased Essence liners. I think they have a different one now. I don't know if they updated the formula or just created a new liner, but I've heard they're good too. So yeah, great product. And if you can't tell, brown is my favorite liner color because all these liners are brown. This is the ColourPop Cream Gel Liner, the BFF Cream Gel Liner, and it's metallic, called in the shade Overboard. I don't know if you can tell that it's metallic, but I really like this for the lower lash line and waterline. Beautiful bronze color, but it did, and these liners do this. ColourPop liners always do this. Well, now it's not coming out, but they end up drying out and then coming out. They're really affordable, so it's not a huge deal to me, but it's a good formula. I like that they set down. They're easy to use, creamy, easy to work with and smudge, and then they set. So yeah, I would consider repurchasing, but I think right now I'm going to stick with when I need to buy another liner. I'll get others. Okay. Next I have the Clio Sharp So Simple, and this is a Korean brand. This is actually one of my favorites because it's very thin and then the color is dark. Not super dark though, and it has like a tiny bit of a metallic to it, I believe. This was in the shade Dark Brown, but I feel like it's not as dark as I've seen other dark browns. There's barely any left. It's a retractable, and yeah, it's it says it's a waterproof. I agree with that. Really great liner, easy to work with. Yeah, I would repurchase. And then I have another Clio liner. I like that the shape of it is squared so it doesn't roll off. I'm going to swatch it right next to the other one. The tip of this one is thicker. And you can see it's slightly, well, maybe you can't see, but it is slightly darker than the other one. Does it say it's, I don't know what the shade is, but it's like a dark brown also, coffee brown. This one, I think I prefer over this one, even though it's thicker. I like the color a little better, and then it's slightly creamier than this one. This one's a little bit drier, so sometimes I felt like maybe it was kind of tugging on my eyes slightly, but if you warm it up, there's no problem with it. But this one's always creamy. It's called the Extreme Gel Presso Pencil Liner. And then, so it was really creamy, easy to work with, but not so creamy that you're gonna like make a mistake real quick. Again, I like the rectangular shape. Clio's in a Korean brand, but it says made in Germany. I find that interesting. Anyway, but yeah, I would definitely repurchase. This is one of my favorite liners right here. It lasts all day, and I have it on actually in my waterline, and I feel like it sets and stays. Which I cannot say for a lot of liners. So great product. All right, last for my empties, mascara. I have a lot. We'll start with the ones I did not like. All right, so I have the Kill Lash Clio Super Proof Volume Curling Mascara. It's that Korean brand Clio. I loved the shape of the wand, but it's waterproof, and it was so hard to get off. Oh my gosh, it was hard to get off. Like I felt like I was gonna pull out all my eyelash hairs, and I was scared. It was a terrifying experience. Never again. I will not ever buy that again. This Falsies Lash Lift by Maybelline. It's a waterproof. I've been dabbling with a lot of non-waterproofs because I love to curl my lashes, but none of the regular formulas, or not none. It's rare to find a regular mascara formula that keeps the lashes curled. And so I used to always use waterproof, but it's harder to take off at the end of the night, and I just was afraid of tugging too much on my eyes. And so now I'm pretty much strictly a regular mascara wearer, but I thought if I need a waterproof, I should get one to have on hand just in case. So I bought this one on a whim just to try it out. I wore it 2 days in a row and it smudged both times. I rarely get mascaras that smudge on me because I set my under eyes every day with a loose powder, but this one smudged every time. So this is a no.
I hate you.
I'm very disappointed in this one. That's a no.
No.
All right, next I had the Pillow Talk Push-Up Lashes by Charlotte Tilbury. I liked the wand shape. The formula was meh. The Tower 28 Make Waves Mascara in Jet. It's a tubing mascara. I liked the shape of the wand. The formula, it was alright. I had this Lancome Clee Booster. I think it's how you say it, I don't know. XL Primer. I didn't really like it. It made my lashes kind of crispy. Didn't like it. And I don't like to usually layer like a primer and then another, or layer mascaras. I don't like to do that. So I want one and that's it. So, and then I have the Hourglass Caution Extreme Lash Mascara. I don't know. I don't remember liking it, so I probably didn't like it very much. The Lancome Idol Mascara. I remember liking it. I like the shape of the wand and all. I don't remember it holding a curl, so probably wouldn't repurchase. The L'Oreal Lash Paradise Big Deal Mascara. I liked the shape of the wand, the texture of the mascara, but did not hold a curl, so it's a no. Then I had the Tartelette XL Tubing Mascara. Did not hold a curl, would not repurchase, but the formula was good. Same with Benefit Fan Fest. Liked the shape of the wand, liked the texture of the mascara, but did not hold up my lashes, so will not repurchase. The Bobbi Brown Smoky Eye Mascara. I think it did hold a curl, but the formula was thinner than I like. I like volume, length, and lift in my mascaras, so it was good, but I wouldn't repurchase because it's not the formula I prefer. And then lastly, this Dolly Eyes, the Dolly Parton Mascara in the shade Jet Black. I would 100% repurchase this. I loved the shape of the wand. I'm pretty sure it held the curl. And then the packaging is just beautiful. I love luxurious, beautiful, cutesy packaging on stuff. I'm a sucker for it. This component feels like leather, and then it's got the bedazzled. And I'm pretty sure I remember it holding a curl, so this is a great mascara. I have others I need to go through though, and I'm trying out, and I keep buying and buying even though I have backups already. It's a sickness. I just love trying things. But anyways, so yeah, once I get through all the mascaras, I will repurchase this. I really liked it. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I will count up all the empties and put the number because I didn't count and I don't want to count right now. I'll edit and add that in, but I feel like it was pretty good. I'm looking at the pile in front of me. I feel like it was pretty good empty. I like seeing how many empties can get collected, and then I'm gonna start like a project pan because it's so exciting to have makeup empties, especially like really exciting. So I think I'm gonna film a project pan, and then I do have a shopping trip at Ulta that I took with a bunch of swatches, and then I have a haul with Ulta and Sephora products, so I'm gonna also film that video coming up. Lots of exciting stuff. I had been putting off filming, I guess, because of my lighting setup situation. I had, like I said, my ring light went out, and that had the tripod thing for my camera, my phone camera. So I had to order a new tripod, new lights, and then figure out how to put the lights up, and it was like a whole thing. But I think I have a good system set up now, so yeah. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time. Bye. Just a small note on longevity. The Clio liner that was rectangular washed off a lot easier than the sharper, slimmer Clio eyeliner. Like, I used soap and water and rubbed pretty vigorously, and you can see that it's still there. I will need makeup remover to like fully take it off. So if you are interested in finding a super long wearing pencil liner, looks like that's the one to go for.